All right, welcome guys to another video. It is your girl Patience, and we're coming with another review today. Actually, I like doing this review thing. It actually lines up pretty well with the theme of getting penny wise. You know, we're always trying to get wiser with our money and discover new and different ways of how to do that. And I know people always think about the traditional stuff like stocks, bonds, and those things are good, but there's many other ways that you can invest your money, whether that be in yourself, whether that be into someone else or another business type, or whatever it is that you do. Okay, so that's why I started doing the reviews, because it provided the entertainment factor, also with allowing us to watch other people who are chasing their dreams and or just not chasing their dreams. So we're trying to basically learn from their mistakes so that we can get more penny wise. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about the Bad Boys Club LA. Okay, this is episode 10, and to be honest with you, it was a snooze fest for me. Now, the first 6 minutes of it was basically fading over from the last episode where they were doing the casting call for the models, right? So we saw more models come out, show us what they had, show all their goodies, and more, right? Half of the castmates got to go out and dance with someone. Please just go ahead and excuse my dog. She's in here doing something. Major, what are you doing? I hope you're not into... Okay. She's playing with a bone. Anywho, yeah, scene number one, like I said, it was more casting for the models. I guess that was a little bit entertaining. Probably the most entertaining part of the actual show or episode. Well, maybe number 2, and I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. Well, in scene 2, all the castmates, all of the boys, they come out. They meet on the balcony basically, and they're basically getting told what to do by Milan, because that's what's happening right now. Milan is delegating out different tasks to each person, and every other person is like, okay, except for I think what was his name? Rio, there we go. Rio, he basically didn't want to go do what he was supposed to do, which was go out with Carry On, Dylan, and Gutta to go, scout some spots that they like to shoot the video in. I really wish he had gone, because he definitely would have benefited, and you'll see why in a second. So yeah, so Milan is giving out all the tasks, and he's talking about the casting. They're gonna pick the people that they want in the video. So some of the guys are gonna be doing that, and that's like Anthony, Rio, because he invited himself, Milan, Moolah, Curtis, and Relly B. Yeah, so they're gonna judge the girls, which that's a mess within itself. All right. So I like the fact that Rio kind of put Moolah on the spot again. It brings us back to the rhetoric from like the first 2 episodes, where they're really honing in on the homophobia that lies within Moolah. He gets on my nerves. He just gets on my nerves just because of how fragile he is. It's cringy to watch. But basically he put him on the spot and was like, dude, what was up with you giving all the guys low scores? I mean, it's just like, we get that you don't like guys, bro. And no one said that you had to give them 10s. But at the end of the day, you have like 6 gay dudes in this place and then 2 straight dudes in this place. You've got to assume that there's going to be some guys in the video. I mean, it's just only right. I mean, like, it's a dumb moment, you know what I mean? Like, it's a no-brainer. But anyways, yeah, he just didn't get the memo somehow. He's still, like, he's so fragile that he acts like he can't even be in the vicinity of anyone without it, like he gonna catch it or something. Dude, DL with the circle around it. Seriously. So anyways, Moolah didn't answer the question. He was just pretty much avoided the whole thing. So we go to scene 3. Scene 3 is actually casting new models. And so everybody's cool up until they get to like number 4. Okay, Moolah liked number 4 the night before. He was actually having a good old time. But Relly B let him know that that was a trans female. All of a sudden, that made the world of difference. And all of a sudden, he's back to whiny Moolah that now feels entitled to say that if a person is transsexual, that they're not invited. Sir, once again, do you understand who you're in the house with? I don't think you like it's not sinking in who you are in a house with. Just blows my mind. And then if you thought that the LGBT community was going to then turn into the LGB community, then you are sadly mistaken. And once again, we go back to the rhetoric of your homophobia is crazy. And then you want to be in the entertainment industry. You about to be very uncomfortable a whole lot. And honestly, I'm here for it. Because you are uncomfortable. Like, whatever. So anyways, number 4 was a big deal. Now he wants rules and regulations on who can and can't come. And now she's out of pocket for trying out. She's out of pocket for trying out for a video. Get out of here. You don't walk up to people and say, hey, I'm transsexual. That's not how it works. Just like you don't walk up to people and say, hey, I'm straight. You walk up to people and you tell them your name. You show your personality. And you go on about your business. Because what you do in the privacy of your own self and whoever you do it with is not my business. And it's not your business either, Malai. So you should just pipe down a little bit because, like, you really trying it. You really, really trying it. Like, you trying not to go too far at all. And I just want to see how this is actually going to bleed into the next week. And I also want to see what more other people have to say on the issue as well. All right. Him just over him. So anyways, the next thing, Carry On, Gutter, and Dylan are going out, and they're supposed to be looking for places to shoot this video. I'm not going to lie to you. I wouldn't be surprised if that falls apart. I seriously wouldn't be surprised if it all falls apart and one of the other guys have to come up with the whole thing. Because the first place was it's like a bridge, which that's okay, that's pretty cool or whatever. If you could get a bunch of bikers and skateboarders and stuff to come through and do some, I don't know, make it a part of the video in some form or fashion with the graffiti and everything, you could probably bring that to light with the right angles. I'm not even mad about that. Okay, cool. It's also kind of a secluded area, but they had to go through a gate that said no trespassing. So it's just like, I don't know if you want to bring a whole production to a place. I mean, unless y'all just shooting with iPhones, and I don't think Zeus Network is shooting with iPhones. But hey, what do I know? So then they go to the second place. The second place is like high, where you can kind of see the city. It's really pretty. I think it was in Van Nuys, he said. And it is a really pretty view. Gutter, we find out, is scared of heights. That's some good information to give. And we don't even know if anybody else is scared of heights. So, yeah. Now, the second issue is Gutter decided that he was not here for it today. He was not about to work. He took 2 L's to the face and was out, basically. So he didn't want to get out for the first place. The second place, he refused to get out, period. And then Carry On and Dylan gets back in the car after looking over the city. And they say the third place will work itself out. That's when I lost it. Because I was like, oh my gosh. So you mean when it comes to the most important part of the video, or one of the most important parts, location, you mean to tell me that one of you are going to sleep through it and the other 2 are just like, it's going to buff? It'll buff? So again, I wouldn't be surprised if it fall apart. And that's really that on that. Moving on to the next scene. All right, we have Moolah and Curtis. Okay, so basically, Moolah is going through a situation with his car business. Okay, apparently he is a car dealer, and apparently he got a ticket, and he was discriminated against. Long story short, he feels discriminated against because the ticket should have been thrown out. He shouldn't have been given the ticket in the first place because he was able to provide everything that he needed to avoid the ticket. He's called the proper authorities to get the ticket. This is allegedly, according to what he's saying. He called the proper authorities when he did get pulled over. He was given a ticket by that officer anyway. The officer did not show up in court, yet the judge did not throw it out, decided to take it to trial. So I'm guessing, he's dealing with that now. So he's feeling discriminated against. And, you know what? Let me wet my palate. You know, in most cases, I would empathize with him in most cases. But because he annoys me, and because he discriminates, the only thing I can say is you get what you give. Whatever you send out comes back for you. Comes back to you. Excuse me. Whatever you send out comes back to you. So Moolah, maybe if you didn't discriminate, you wouldn't feel discriminated against. I don't know, but you could try it out. Just try it out. So anyways, Curtis tries to give him, you know, some words of encouragement and things. And, you know, that's good. Good up on Curtis for that. He's, you know, in some form or fashion being a friend. But, I mean, all in all, Moolah, I hope everything does work out. But I do also hope that you learn to show a little bit more compassion. If you expect compassion to be, you know. Yeah. Anyways, next scene. Really feels in gutter and dealing on what happened earlier with the casting call and the TS. And, you know, of course, they were like, she's coming. And so everyone, I think, pretty much, except for, of course, Moolah Curtis and I think Rio, said, yeah, she's coming or whatever. So we'll see her again. They tried it, though. I ain't gonna say they tried it. Because Rio's excuse, I understood. He was saying, you know what, I'm judging her based off the other girls, and based off her in the category with the other girls, some of the other girls did better, and therefore she's not the one for me. So, understandable. And I don't think that anyone should have an issue, really, honestly, with that, because I feel like that's fair judgment. If he's basing her in the category of the females, and he's just saying that there's other females that I feel did a better job and look better. Whatever the case may be, it is what it is. Okay, the stylist shows up. Now, the stylist clearly is the girl that just was there the night before, holding her bosom in her arms. She was just there the night before. You know what, guys? I forgot. Let me get my banner going across the bottom of this thing so you can get on my social media while I'm talking. So anyways, yeah, so the stylist shows up, whatever. She reintroduces herself as if they didn't see her the night before. And, of course, Mulan called her out on that. Or Milan, he called her out on that. Or whatever. So she was like, well, hello, meeting you again in a new light. I like it. Now, she bought fur. The only thing I can say about that is, and it may be because I live an hour north of LA, but it is hot. It's hot. I don't know exactly what time they shot this, so I'm going to assume that it was definitely a little cooler out, because baby girl brought furs. Well, there was this big pink panther, as they were calling it, that she picked out for Milan. He didn't like it at first, but then when Moolah liked it, he went and got the other red and black fur. Milan did. And so Moolah was wearing the pink fur, and he actually was loving it, actually. He felt like that was exactly up his alley. He could do something with it, New York style, whatever. Everybody else didn't like it, but he liked it. Me personally, I felt like it was okay. It was okay. I mean, I could see it. It was a New York thing, New York swag. So I got it when he said it. So it didn't really surprise me that he wanted to wear it, but it did surprise me that they gave him a lot of grief for it. But then I noticed that Riley B was just kind of messing with him anyway, kind of antagonizing him just because of his fragile masculinity. So that was actually kind of humorous to watch. Let me see. Now, they were supposed to be bank robbers, so it definitely didn't go with the theme that was somebody explained to Winnie. I'm assuming that would be Milan, because he was the only one that announced that they were supposed to be bank robbers, which means they had no one else got an input on it. And so I guess he made the executive decision that they were going to be bank robbers. So yeah, basically Winnie or his understudy did not understand the assignment. So although they did like the jackets and everything, it didn't fit the theme anyway. So oh well, they're gonna have to wait until the next day to get something else. All right. Okay. I think that's the end of it. Like I said, snooze fest. Most of it was snooze fest. They spent more time. You can watch it, but I'll be glad when this one is over. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really had high hopes for it. Not really sure why, but I just hoped it would be a little bit more authentic, less contrived, and it just doesn't seem to be that way. So with that being said, I'll be glad when the season is over, and if they have a season 2, Lord help us. But thank you so much for tuning in to another live. Go check out some of the other videos I have on my channel. Really, really good. You see my social media is already scrolling down there at the bottom. My YouTube, my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And I think I need to add my Bigo. So I'll add my Bigo. I'll probably put that in the description box so you guys can catch me there. You can just see me in more of a, just me being me without having to actually try to educate in some type of way. Now, these people, as you see, they're trying to chase something. They're chasing something. We see Milan, he has, products and things. I think Really B also has hair products and skin products. Gutter K, I'm not exactly sure if he has anything, but I think he does have shirts and stuff, something else. Maybe something with his hair or makeup. Nonetheless, they're able to take these platforms and hopefully invest in themselves and invest in their businesses so that they can get their eyes on the business and make some money, because that's really what it's about to be a bad boy, right? Is to be able to bring some high value dollars in, right? All right. Well, anyways, thank you again for tuning into the video. I hope you liked it, and I will see you guys next time. Capiche?